Welcome to AAPC Social Hour for January 25th, 2023. We're making headway into the new year. I am AAPC Alex from the national office, and we have an amazing crowd today. We have the AAPCCA Board of Directors, led by our friend Brenda Stevens, who joins us frequently here on Social Hour. Brenda, how are you?
I am doing well. How is everybody? Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. I am in the national office today. We're having a little get together. We don't get to see each other much, but just bear with me just for a moment while as we roll live. Looks like we have a few people joining us right now. Kiana Craig from New York City. Kiana, your Giants, I don't know if you're a Giants fan, but they didn't do so well. That was an ugly game. Denise, did your team win?
No, they did not.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Tom Brady lost.
Oh, okay.
To Dallas, Brenda's team.
Well, let's not talk about my team because we may have beat you all, but that's as far as it went.
Oh boy. And we got some more games coming up this weekend. Let's see who else we have joining us. We've got Tiana Barr from Atlanta. Tiana, thanks for joining us. Is this your first time joining us on AAPC Social Hour? We have Lady Martinez giving a shout out to you, Brenda.
Hi, Lady.
And also Carlita. These are faces that we see most social hours. It's good to see you again. And she always puts hi all from Las Vegas with that sunshine. And here in Salt Lake, I'm actually in Salt Lake today. It's snowy, it's wet. And our lunch, our staff lunch is themed snow party. So Ray, maybe I'll try to sneak into her office, but she's got snow pants on and doing the whole thing.
Oh, how nice.
Yes. But we have some new faces. Brenda, why don't you tell us a little bit about who we have joining us today?
Okay, so I am glad to announce the 2023 new class. But before I do that, we do have Denise Garrett, who is the Chapter Association's Secretary and Treasurer, and the Vice Chair, Robin Gowdy. And also joining us today, we have the majority is from our new class. We have Kathy Parkhurst, who is serving Region 1, Beverly Johnson, who will be serving Region 4, Susan Sawinski, who will be serving Region 2, Chanel Davenport, serving Region 4, Carmen, and I'm not going to say Carmen's last name because I'll massacre it, but she's serving Region 5. And then we do have Debbie DePriest, who is in her second year, and she serves Region 6 this year. So thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
We can't hear you, Alex. We can't.
But okay. I wanted to disconnect so we can do a little walk around of the office. I don't know if that's interesting to anybody, but let's just say hi to some of the staff that are in the office today for a little get together. Let's see, and we will. We're going to get into the lives of our BOD members who are joining us today. A few I have not met yet, but we want to get to know you guys a little better and learn more about what the AAPCCA Board of Directors does and what their mission is. But let's go walk around. Let's go see who we can find here.
Yes.
And this is our warehouse. Well, not a lot of things get shipped out of there, but that's where the local shipments. This is my friend Satish. Oh, let's see here. Satish, say hi to AAPC members.
Hello.
A surprise?
Huh?
You're doing social?
Yeah, I'm doing social hour right now. Yeah. And let's see. Hey, guys, we're on social hour. You gonna say hi to our members? It's Ray and my friend Tennille.
So,
Hello.
Hello,
Ray's got
ladies.
her-
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
She's-
one of the few.
Oh, look at
Snow day, but
Ray.
Not very many got their snow stuff.
See Ray.
so I'm trying to
Aw.
represent.
Well, Tennille's got great snow boots on.
Yeah,
right
she
now,
does.
so
But Alex doesn't.
Well-
Just take note, Alex.
I brought my winter coat. This is my friend Stephanie.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
Stephanie.
3 months. All right. She's on the marketing team. We work close together. So thanks, Stephanie. Let's see who else we can catch, guys. I can't see the comments right now. So Brenda, if there are any questions, let me know.
Okay, everybody said, lady said, hi,
I'm gonna go
Ray.
talk to this guy. So we are becoming so much more technology based here at AAPC. And it takes amazing people like my friend Larson here. Larson, I'm catching you off guard, but you're on
Hi,
social hour.
Hi,
Larson.
Larson.
And
Hi,
say hi to
Larson.
AAPC members.
Congratulations, Larson.
And he keeps
Oh, no,
us
that was
running
Pete.
and
but yeah.
make sure our computers are working and we're up
Yes.
to date. So thanks, Larson.
Mhm.
And let's see here, who else do we have? We have a lot of career counselors, and we're gonna go jump over to my friend Nicole's area. They're all quiet. It's like a library in there. So this is Nicole's back. And there's her face. Nicole, you're on social hour.
Hi, guys.
Nicole,
Hello.
how long have you been here for? You've been a long time,
Oh, 14 years?
14 years.
Long time.
Wow. And Nicole started out in HR, I believe, right? Or not?
Accounting.
Accounting. Okay. There are a lot of APC employees who've kind of shifted around to different positions here. And now you do what?
Now I'm the director of member services.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks for saying hi.
Success, sorry.
Member success.
Success, yes.
All right.
You know, try and keep everybody successful. That's what whole teams are doing.
All right. And there they are. Over in there. All right. And this
nice.
guy over here, I'm going to bother him. He may not love this, but his name is Bill Moon. Bill. This is Bill. Say hi to AAPC members.
Hi, Bill.
Hi, Bill.
Bill,
Good to see you.
Bill manages our call center, which is one of the busiest departments here at AAPC. They do so much for our members, and sometimes they get thrown in the thick of crazy situations.
What?
Yeah.
AAPC.
Yes,
okay.
yeah. And they try to make everybody's lives a little bit easier.
Absolutely.
Bill, how long have you been with the company for?
Just over 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But you did not start in customer service.
No, I was working in a sales operations role,
Okay.
helping with sales and like accounts receivable and a few other responsibilities there.
Okay. But I know you've been in this role for at least 5 years.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, 5.5 years, I believe now.
Okay.
So
All right. And you're
work with a great team. So handling all of our inbound calls, chats, emails that come in through our info@aapc.com. There's a lot of email
Yeah.
addresses out there. So,
well, and you have one of the biggest teams here at AAPC.
Yeah.
So, well, thanks for all that you do, Bill.
all right.
All right.
Great to
Thank
see
you,
everyone.
Bill.
Thank you.
All right. And
Thank you.
here's my friend Vanessa. She's gonna hit me, I think, if I do what we're gonna do it. Vanessa, you're on AAPC social hour. Say hi to our members.
Hi, everyone.
And we've got the BOD
Hello.
joining us today. Say hi to the BOD.
Hello.
And Vanessa is a call center manager.
Yes.
And we talk, well, she loves 49ers. And I know they've got a quarterback situation happening.
Not really.
Not really. So
Purdy's
Purdy's in, he's
Oh,
locked in.
no.
No,
Okay.
Mr.
Yeah.
Irrelevant is
Vanessa.
doing
Yeah.
quite well.
Yeah,
And got my friend
he
Jane
is
over here.
really doing well to
James,
be
say
a
hi to
third
AAPC
string.
members.
Hello, AAPC members.
And we've got the
Hello.
BOD joining us today.
Hello,
Hello.
BOD. We certainly appreciate all of your assistance, and members, we work hard every day to make sure that we're helping you as needed. We appreciate you and work hard for you.
And I bet that many of you who are watching, or maybe even BOD members, have talked to Jane or Vanessa, maybe even Bill, when you've had a situation that you've needed to be worked out. But
Yeah.
Jane's amazing. She helps me quite a bit. We talk a lot. So thanks, Jane, for all of your support.
Thank you. It's a very exciting place to be. And again, we're here because we want to help you, and it's always fun. I love speaking with you. I'm also in customer service as one of the managers, and my favorite time is when I get to hop on phones and start taking a few calls. I learned so much. So thank you.
When I first
Thank you.
started, it must have been in that first year that I was at AAPC. One day I walked by Jane's desk and she was doing push-ups. And I'm like, I love that. I just thought, she's like, hey, I got to get it done. So that's why you're
Yeah,
buff.
yeah. I was going to say, and how long ago was that? So anyway,
Well, thanks, Jane.
thanks, Alex.
And we got snowflakes behind me for our little snow party. And what else can I show you? See, the new logo on the back wall there. I'm gonna head back to my area. Brenda, would you do some introductions and start us off on getting to know first off, our new BOD members?
Yes. Why don't we start with Kathy and telling us a little bit about yourself and your feelings about being on the board and hitting the ground running.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I am from Buffalo, New York, where it is currently snowing. I am the billing manager and compliance officer for a vascular surgery practice, and I have been coding now for some 20 plus years. I am so excited to serve on the board. I have been wanting to do this for a few years, and I finally filled out the application this year. I see what a community it is. I love my local chapter. I serve as an officer on my local chapter still. And I love meeting with members, talking with members. I really love everything that the AAPC has to offer. And when I went to my first conference, hands down, I would never miss another conference. And I was so excited. And to see the community that everybody has when they are at conference. And that's one of the really special things. And I'm glad I get to serve in a new way with that.
Thank you, Kathy. Beverly, you have some shout outs. Lady is saying hi and you look fabulous. So let's move to you and joining the board.
Thank you. I'm Beverly Johnson, and this is my first year to be on the board, and I'm so excited to be able to be part of a group that can actually be there for the members, for the chapter officers, and encourage. I am in awe. I'm amazed, and I'm just happy to be here. I'm the vice president of the Dixon chapter, and I love being an officer. Talking about HealthCon, I love HealthCon. I want to go to all of them. After I went to regionals. The first time I went to regionals was in 2021. I loved it. And I thought, I'm going to go to every conference I can go to. And so far, I've been to two, one in person, one virtual. I didn't get to go last fall, but of course, I'm looking forward to Nashville. It's going to be so much fun getting to meet and see everybody and just mingle, get to know everybody.
Thank you, Beverly.
You're welcome.
Now let's move to Carmen, who is serving Region 5.
Well, good afternoon to all. My name is Carmen Chason, and I'm over Region 5. It will be the Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas. Former Vice President and Member Development Officer of the Houston AAPC chapter, but I've served several positions within the chapter. So I am just delighted to be here and develop the mentor program. So I'm here for you guys, and look to serving on the board as a BOD for 2023, 24, and 25.
Thank you, Carmen. We still have Janice is saying that she is excited to take the CPC exam next month and would like to get involved more professionally, but nervous and not sure where to go after I take the exam. I have my all-time answer to that is get involved. Start with your local chapter. Start at the local level. But that's my answer, but I'll let somebody else take the floor on that. Denise Robbins.
Thank you, Brenda. I would
You're welcome.
definitely say the local chapter as well. See if there's a committee that you can volunteer, come in early, help set up events, just get to know your officers, and maybe you can even shadow one of them for a position maybe next year. But it's a great place to start, and they have so much knowledge to share, and we love it. We absolutely love it as an officer.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree with Caitlin. She says there are so many options for you to become more involved. In every local chapter, there's so many options for you to just be involved. And I do agree with Denise to shadow an officer. Join a committee that they may have. We're approaching May Mania. We have a lot of chapters thinking about May Mania, possibly join that committee. And if they don't have a committee, start one. You chair that committee.
I just want to plug for all of our new or students preparing for the exam, like Janice. And Janice is actually in my hometown of Layton, so maybe we'll run into each other at Walmart or something. But there's so much to take advantage of and to kickstart your career path beyond the curriculum that you're in right now and preparing for the exam, which are important parts. But I love what you guys are saying about local chapters. You could speak at a chapter, and I know that sounds intimidating to someone who is a student, but there are soft skills that you may have. You may have experience resume writing or interviewing in your past that you could share. Also, our mentorship program, which I think has already come up. I think Carmen mentioned her involvement with that. And if I were a student coder right now, I would find a mentor. It's a free service for all AAPC members. I would find a mentor and befriend them and pick their brain. And I would imagine every one of these ladies on the BOD would be welcome to you connecting with them on LinkedIn and building those relationships and help you on your path.
Absolutely.
Lady says being an officer opens doors professionally and personally. Just serving does that. The serving chapter.
Another idea would be to volunteer to be the second proctor at an exam.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I actually had a member do just that at the end of last year for my local chapter. She said she wanted to get involved more, and that's exactly what she did. She volunteered, and that was her first opportunity to volunteer for something, because she always went to the meetings and participated, but she wanted to get a little bit more involved. And I can tell after that one opportunity that she had to actually get involved, it kind of sparked more opportunities in her mind to say, okay, I want to do more.
Absolutely. Yeah. Fantastic.
Also, you can check the AAPC form. We have the AAPC form as well. So, you know, you can check that and get involved with that as well.
Yeah.
One thing, if I could add one bit of advice to our new members, Alex, I would say make a game plan about where your desire to go, and then follow through that. Great thing about volunteering for committees, looking for a mentor, but make a plan at where you want to go. If you want to study auditing, make you a plan to do that and to get into auditing, because that way you don't, it's so many ways to go into with the AAPC and the coding. You don't waste time, and then you don't want to get discouraged if something doesn't go right. So making a plan is a huge help.
That's a great suggestion. So Kim is asking, I would love to find a mentor and also get involved with my local chapter. Do you have to have any pre-qualification to be a proctor? And the answer to that is, to be the first proctor, you do have to be a local chapter officer, but anybody can volunteer to be the second proctor, any one of you. And just start.
I am dropping a link to our mentorship program webpage.
Yeah.
And into the comments here, Kim. So you can look at that. And just so you know, you have to be logged into your AAPC account to actually click and follow through with registering for the program. There it is. So you can find all the details on the webpage, but then log in to your AAPC account on the website and go back to that page, and you should be able to see all of the information on registering.
Yeah. And Mentor City is great. I love being a mentor through Mentor City and outside of Mentor City, and just mentoring those in my local chapter as well. It's a great avenue to start with.
I am sharing this broadcast on the AAPC, in the AAPC Facebook group. I'm doing that right now. If you're not a member of that, just search for the AAPC Facebook group and answer the questions. We'll let you in. It's a great resource. I know many of you are already in there. And guys, you asked me to put that in the local chapters officers group. I'm going to do that right now for you.
Thank you. And while you're doing that, we have 2 more introductions from the new members. We'll start with Susan. We haven't heard from Susan Sawinski yet, serving Region 2.
Hello. Yes, my name is Susan Sawinski, and I will be representing Region 2, which is Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland. I am actually located in Toledo, Ohio. I have been this is my 4th year as an officer in Toledo. I spent 2 years as secretary and 2 years as president. And I think touching back on what we talked about mentoring, I've had a lot of opportunity to get to know some of the newer members of our chapter if they have, approached me and asked me for advice or suggestions, and I'm always happy to help. And I think that that is another good way that students can get involved, because I know employers in our area who tend to be willing to hire and train CTCAs, and I always pass those on to people. I post them in the Facebook page too, but if I know that someone has approached me personally and I hear of an opportunity at one of those places, I'll post it in our chapter social media groups. But I will also take the time to send a message to that person directly to make sure it catches their attention, because you don't know if they see it or not. So definitely talk to and get to know the people in your chapter, because they may know things that are coming up or going on, and really be able to help you and be a good resource for you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Susan. And Chanel, who will be serving Region 4 this year.
Yes, thank you. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chanel Davenport. I'm serving Region 4. This is my 1st year. I've been involved in the chapter. I'm located in Atlanta, Georgia. My home chapter is Marietta, Georgia. I've been involved with the chapter, oh my gosh, I think since 2011. I decided to step outside of my comfort zone in 2015 and run for vice president. So I served as vice president, and then I just completed the end of 2022 serving as president. And I got the email about completing the application for the BOD, and I said, hey, let's do it again.
Yeah.
So I'm extremely excited for everything that's to come. So I look forward to working with all of you, and I'm excited.
We are excited as well. Thank you.
Hey, Janice or Janice Duran from Utah, she's following up by saying it would be nice if AAPC gave us a list of people to reach out reach out to, especially knowing those of us who are in the final stages of getting certified. My recommendation would be local chapters. They know what's going on in your area, in our area. I know there are two great chapters in our area, the Salt Lake chapter or the Ogden chapter. You could attend both of those chapters if you'd like. In fact, I would, just to kind of lay a foundation, networking foundation as you prepare to seek for a job.
Yeah. Always start at the local level, your local chapter. Great networking, great information.
I'm curious, Kathy Parkhurst, Region 1, what kind of advice do you give to new students, and how can local chapters help them?
Even though you're a student and you're not certified yet, still attend the chapter meetings. That is so important, because a lot of the information that you get during a meeting helps kind of solidify your studies, and it helps come exam time and people are getting to know you. Really, the local chapters are a wealth of information.
Yeah.
And see if someone's willing. You might have other students there. You might try to find like a study buddy or somebody that's willing to work with you. As an officer, I've actually had tutoring sessions with students in the past.
Excellent.
And I do think that the study buddy is a great idea. I happen to have, within a week or two different CPCAs in my chapter contacted me and mentioned they were doing Practicode, and they asked if I had any suggestions. And once I realized we had two people in the chapter going through it at the same time, I asked them for permission to share their contact information with each other. And now they're study buddies, just because they both asked me about it and they might not have known that each other was doing it. And so, having somebody else on the local level to study or bounce ideas off of really helped too. So.
Great. Janice says she was advised to wait until she got her certification. And is that to join your local chapter or just to get involved in your local chapter?
Yeah, or the mentorship program, was it that? All of it?
Yeah.
I think are on the table.
All of it.
Yeah. I would push the limits of your ability to network.
Yep. Oh no, I don't want to go against someone's advice, but you can network, join mentorship, get involved with your local chapter, even prior to certification.
And it might be that chapter maybe advise that, but I would show your desire to serve the chapter, and if they may have said that they didn't need help in their current situation, I would constantly go back to saying, how are you guys this week or next month for the meeting? Can I do anything?
Absolutely.
The networking with a lot of people that go to chapter meetings are newly certified. So by someone who's a student coming to the meetings, they can connect with those that have recently been certified, and they can kind of pick their brain as to, you've taken the exam in the last 6 months. What was it like? And what do you suggest? They can get so much information that way.
I agree. And Lady has a great, she says, in 2019, before I became credentialed, I reached out to the local president, Kristen Rodriguez, who is also a BOD member of ours. And she helped me so much and became my mentor and friend since then. And she did pass her CPC on the first try. So again, you don't have to wait until you get certified at all. Jump right in there.
I'm
Yeah.
curious of this group. Oh, Denise, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to just say that education is always great. It improves your knowledge so much. And I wouldn't hesitate to go to any meeting and grab that education. It shows a great initiative. What they may have meant is you wouldn't earn any CEUs until you're certified, but that
Yeah.
doesn't stop you from getting the education. Go forward.
Yeah. And it doesn't stop you from being a part of your local chapter. And let me just say, the member development officer does not have to be a certified member. So that is a way to step in and get involved.
I'm curious for our BOD panel here. Who is the newest coder? Any of you guys start within the last 5 years? I think most of you are probably pretty experienced. Who started within the last 10 years? No.
I was 2015.
2015.
Okay.
All right.
2012.
Oh, and Robin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Robin, how about yourself? When did you start?
You're on mute.
2012.
2012.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Oh, a little over 10 years. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amy has a question. Amy, I'm looking through that right now and see if I can help you out. And I might reach out to you, or Amy, would you reach out to me, send me a private message, and then I can take a look at that and we can see if we can help you out. I think I need a little bit more information. And Brenda, do you see Amy Missel's comment?
Let me look for it.
Okay. All right. Chanel, how long, remind me, how long have you been a coder for now?
Let's see, I was certified in, it seems such a long time ago. I want to say 2013. So this will be year 10, 2012, 2013.
Wow. And we've asked some great questions in the Facebook group lately, just to find out who was able to get their first job that first year that they became certified. And I've had a lot of private messages from people sharing that. And I've been asking them, has the career been what you thought it would be from when you're a student? Because, we have preconceived ideas of what it might be like. And then what has it been like? Has it lived up to that? Has it lived up to what you had hoped it would be, Chanel?
Absolutely. And I always say that to our newly certified coders who are trying to get their foot in the door, sometimes they have a hard time because they want to go straight into the coding part, but sometimes you have to get your foot in the door. So although I've been certified, let's say 10 years, I've been in patient financial services and patient billing for probably around 25 or 26 years. And then at that point, maybe halfway through, then I decided to study for the exam and get certified. So I was fortunate that I was already in the field working in patient financial services, and then I decided to get my certification. And one of the certified coders whom I never met, as soon as I became certified, somehow they found out, and we were in the same company. They worked in the next department down the hall as a certified coder. And as soon as I got my certification, somehow he found out, being a certified coder himself, and he came up to me and congratulated me. I never met him before. And he said, "Oh, I'm so-and-so. I heard you just got certified." And he kind of put the information in my ear. By the way, if you're looking to move into the coding department, we do have openings. So that's how right. So my story is a little different because I was fortunate. I was already there. I was down the hall in patient financial services, but I already had my foot in the door. So I really stress that a lot. If you're having a little bit of trouble, at least get your foot in the door, because you never know who's down the hall.
Everybody's journey is so different. And I think we kind of, when you're a student, you feel like there's a cookie cutter process, but it's not that at all.
Right.
Susan?
Yeah, that's great.
Susan Sawinski?
Oh, yes.
You're nodding.
Well, I would agree with that. Everybody's process is so different and everybody has different paths. Sometimes I see people ask, well, what certification should I get next after the CPC? Well, that depends. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Do you want to go into a certain specialty? Do you want to audit? Do you want to bill? I mean, it really, I mean, there's unlimited numbers of pathways that people can go down. You just have to find your way.
Yes, it is unlimited. Yes.
And Janice is asking about APC and how we help. Do we help with resumes and things like that? We do not. We currently don't have a resume service. We do have Project Extern, and your ability to get into an externship, it's kind of like an internship, depends on your area. There may be something set up in our area here in the Wasatch Front, Janice, but I think the most critical thing is for you to network, build relationships now, and you're in a great place for that. You can reach me on my Facebook account, AAPC Alex. Just search for me, connect with me. I'd love to kind of guide you through the resources that we have. Anybody is welcome to do that with any of us in here. Amy is asking coding questions, guys. This is what's happening. So she's saying, no, here's her second question. I think you guys can get this. Second question, can someone go into detail on what entirety means since 95, 97 guidelines are not used? What documentation would be needed to justify entirety?
I would have to lead her back to, I don't want to give a definition and somebody take that. I would have to lead you back to information from the AMA.
Okay. And where would you, Brenda, if you were in
go, I would go to the AMA website, or I think I saw where, did Lori post? Yes, Lori Jaramello posted some information from the AMA for E&M.
Got it. Perfect. Lori's got her back.
Yeah, so I would definitely start there.
Awesome.
This way they can give you a clear definition of what entirety may mean.
I'm going to read Amy's first question to our panel here, and if any of you can help out, or at least maybe we can point her in the right direction, that'd be great. She says, would someone be able to tell us, we know the 50% was removed from the time statement for 2023. Do they only need to document the time, or also coordinating and counseling of care? And must they elaborate on coordinating and counseling of care, or are those words, or will those words suffice? Any thoughts? Or is that another AMA research? It's hard to answer some of these coding questions without seeing the whole picture.
Right. I would say, without giving a solid answer, I would refer back to the AMA on this. Information in that we did get a E&M when we ordered the CPT book. They did give us a E&M pamphlet. I would refer back to that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I think the clear definition of how they want it said can depend on payer.
Hey, Denise, can you put that right in the middle of your screen?
Yeah, it's a little foggy.
Oh, there we go. It's getting closer.
Yeah, the CPT E&M, I think it says companion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I would definitely refer back to that. There it is. There it is. Thank you, Carmen. Yeah.
Everybody's got it right by each other.
Yeah.
Hey, and I'd also recommend if Amy, I think that was Amy who's asking that, if you're not in the certified members group. So we also have a certified members group where we ask these more technical, professional, day-to-day job type of questions. I encourage you to join that. You can drop your questions in there. If you just search for AAPC certified members, you'll land there and we can get you in.
Great question.
I'm curious about Carmen. Carmen, what's your specialty?
Well, I have various specialties. So I've been in the arena now for about 27 years. And so I have various. I have surgery, I have radiology, I have various. Right now I work for ACO where I'm over 214 facilities over coding. So various.
What do you enjoy the most?
Oh, let's see. I love so much. I could tell you
Yeah.
one I don't like, but let's
Oh,
see.
that's easy.
Right. I enjoy integumentary. I enjoy radiology. I enjoy the musculoskeletal. I have a lot that I enjoy.
Okay.
I enjoy HEC coding for ICD-10.
Mm.
So it's a lot that I enjoy.
You're kind of a Swiss Army knife of coders. Well, Beverly Johnson, who she's all over the AAPC Facebook group in great ways, supportive, helping out, and we've become friends through that. And I recently interviewed her for I Am AAPC, not knowing that she was a member of the BOD. But Beverly, would you just kind of share, because you're the newest coder, I'd say, of this group. Would you share a little bit about your background, and like make it a little teaser for your yes, for your IMAPC video that will be publishing soon.
Let's see. I got started out basically as a medical transcriptionist, and I love doing that. And I just kind of progressed on. I did that for many years, and just got to the point where I needed to be out and around people. I am a people person, and so I got a job as a receptionist, and it just kind of
at a medical clinic, healthcare clinic.
Yes, at a clinic, and it just kind of went from there.
Okay.
I don't want to go too much into that because we went into that and the other.
Yeah.
But one of the best things I ever did was coding, was getting my CPC and getting out there and seeing what all is available. I mean, there's so much out there. You get your CPC and you could go in so many different directions. There's a career for anybody and everybody out there, all through AAPC. They've got you covered.
we talked about this earlier, just about how everybody's journey's a little bit different. And one thing I've noticed is few coders that I've interviewed for the IMAPC interviews, few of them stay as production coders, I guess, if you will, or just and there's nothing wrong with coders doing. I know there are those who don't want management. They love what they do. They love the team and culture of where they're at. But the majority of coders that I speak with, they end up clinging onto a specialty or end up in auditing, compliance, education, so many different paths. Debbie, what did your path look like? So you started out as a coder, I'm assuming.
I did, and then I was went into the revenue cycle, and for about 15 years now, I've been an educator. So I actually teach medical billing and coding, and I love it.
Yeah.
So it's so rewarding to be able to help the students that you see them from step one, from the first class until the last class, and you see all the enthusiasm of wanting to take the certification, wanting to get out there and start their career, but yet they have the anxiety. And just helping them. I have a group now that we spent an hour on AAPC website the other night, just helping them navigate it and things like this. And that's the rewarding part.
Yeah.
It took you an hour to navigate our website. Oh,
No,
gracious.
no,
We have so much
I
work to
was,
do.
no, I'm sorry. I was navigating
Just
through
teasing.
the website for different various things,
Oh,
various questions, like where do I find the review exams? Where do I find my textbooks? Where do I find, they wanted to upgrade their textbooks to 2023, and where can I sign up for the test? And so I went through and yeah, no, I appreciate clarifying that, Noah.
Yeah. I was just reading a comment from Caitlin, and I was going to add to what Debbie was saying. As an educator, I love the light bulb moment. When you get into the coding arena and just starting off, you can see the apprehension. But as you progress and teach, you see each student when they have that light bulb moment. And that's when they grasp what we're doing. And then they also have that love for what we're doing that we have.
Exactly. And a lot of it is, the love that I have.
Right,
that,
exactly.
My enthusiasm, you can do this, it's reachable. This is some tips on what to do and how to get out there, find a job and take the exam. And it that all starts with the instructor as well.
Absolutely.
We haven't heard much from Denise. Denise, what are you hiding from us? What coding secrets do you have that we need to know about?
I don't know that I have any coding secrets.
What have you observed or questions asked that are common, or maybe something that you just like to share with our members today?
Well, I am a billing manager for a billing service, so we have multiple different specialties, and we have multiple coders underneath us and billers as well. So typically I get the client aspect of it, so the doctors who are asking the questions about, can I do this? Is this okay? Is this okay? And it's challenging, but you have to do your research and make sure that you provide them with the resources that they need so that they know to do it properly, because I'm all about the compliance as well.
Yes.
I have many hats.
Can I share something, Alex?
Yeah.
Also to the coders and billers or uncertified or newly certified members that are online, don't be afraid to take an entry-level position as well. A lot of times we come into this arena and, you want to just jump right in there and, just go in and start coding, but you can't, you have to climb them steps as they come. So a lot of times I know a lot of students, they want to hurry up and get the A off, or they want to, just jump in as be it a CPC. Go ahead and take that pride and get that education for being that CPCA. Don't be afraid to get in there and start at an entry level. Just say as insurance verification, as a, get that education, because billing and coding all intertwines with each other, and you never know what position that will lead you to, in the future. So a lot of times I know we come in and I know I spend all this money, all this time, and so forth. That's fine, but don't be afraid to just step out and just, as Brenda said, jump in there and get that, just jump in there, and, you never know where that will lead you to.
I hear that all the time. Yeah, I hear that all the time. And then they get discouraged, and I'm like, don't be discouraged. You can, you've got a long career ahead of you, and there's so many things that you can do.
Right. And it's true that, because one of my past AAPC officers, he was a coder for NASA. And you would say, wait a minute, NASA, they track the lives of the astronauts. So NASA has their own, physicians. And so he would track the lives of the astronauts. So don't just think that you're going to work in, for instance, a doctor's office or insurance. I mean, sky is the limit, guys. So don't be afraid. Like I said, just step out there, and it's a lot of opportunity in this world.
I feel like we're talking to Janice today.
I do.
Encouraging her, and this is great. I love it. But Janice, I'd recommend that you hop onto AAPC's YouTube channel. There's a playlist on there for I Am AAPC, and you can see interviews with with members just like yourself. And this is one thing that's fascinating to me is during the pandemic, when everything shut down, there are people, AAPC members, who knew nothing or very little about coding, and they needed a career shift. They felt like, this is my opportunity to switch gears. One was a chef in Pennsylvania, and he took AAPC's online curriculum and took the exam. He's employed and does a little contract work in coding as well. Another who Beverly knows, Maddie, and he'll be I interviewed him for AAPC recently, but Maddie is a Broadway performer, a dancer, actor. He lives in New York, and same story. He had toyed with the thought of medical coding in the past, but had this dream to be on Broadway, which he fulfilled. But during the pandemic, took our curriculum, is working as a full-time coder. When you're in the AAPC Facebook group, you tend to see the negative and those who are most frustrated. But there's so many amazing stories about those who have done it. They have started from scratch, built these amazing careers. Brenda, you know these people. You see them.
Yeah, and I'm going to add to what Alex and Carmen are saying. Even us that's here on the panel today, where we are today, we didn't get here overnight. And so I do agree. Take that time, sit in it for a minute, get that education, get that networking.
Yeah.
And Janice sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Alex. That's fine.
Janice just said she just does not want to, she wants to use this knowledge that she's learning today from you guys and not lose it. Janice, this broadcast will live on our YouTube page, so you can watch there. I'll post it on our YouTube channel in the coming days. And I also reached out to her during this discussion, and we want you to succeed, Janice. So we've got you. Denise?
Yeah, I was just going to say that we hire the CPCAs here as well, but you're hired as a biller, and then we do allow you to code, but your coding is reviewed, your coding is checked for accuracy to make sure that you're started out on the right path, that you know your guidelines, that you're referring to everything. So it's always, I love that piece because I'm usually the one who gets to mentor them and help them with that, and to see them be successful. It is just so rewarding. I can't tell you enough. So don't be afraid to start out at the bottom. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's how you learn the most.
Absolutely. And to anyone listening. Yeah.
Well, guys, we're approaching the top of the hour. And what a great discussion. And here's what I love about Social Hour is we have some ideas of what we're going to talk about, but we have students and veteran coders who join us and ask us questions. And it's fun to see how our viewers, how your comments and questions lead this discussion. So thank you so much. Brenda, before we wrap it up, or as we wrap it up, what does the BOD have in store for 2023? Any special projects you're working on that you could share?
Oh, we're working on just getting resources out there for our officers that they can use, resources as in finding, and some of them are already on the Facebook officers page in the file section, just helping them find speakers other than, using Facebook as the source, and just getting PowerPoint presentations that they may use so they can have that backdoor plan in case a speaker cancels on the last moment. So we do have a lot in store for the officers this year. And we're just excited to see where the Chapter Officer Rewards Program, how that plans out this year as well.
Awesome. You guys are always busy, not only serving nationally, but I think if I recall, some of you are also serving locally. So thank you so much for all you do. Lisa just asked for a link to the AAPC YouTube channel. I just dropped that into the comments, you guys, so you can take a look at that, and you'll be able to replay this social hour over and over, and you can replay Susan sharing her tips over, just replay it. Yes. Well, guys, thank you so much. It's so much fun to have you on. You BOD, stick with me just for a minute as I wrap this up. If you're watching, you're likely watching this on AAPC's Facebook page. And as I mentioned, this will also be loaded to AAPC's YouTube channel in the coming days. We also have a podcast where you can listen to past AAPC social hours, and you can also listen to I Am AAPC interviews that we also previously mentioned in the broadcast. You can find that by going to your favorite podcast app and searching for the AAPC podcast. Thank you for joining us. We will see you in a few weeks. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.